Sí, señor. No se escucha bien.
Sí.
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 Claro, claro. Vámonos, empezando.
Hello.
We
Welcome.
are
Yes.
the Stowaways.
We are the Stowaways.
And
Back from brief hiatus.
A long hiatus.
Well, only like a month, right? Or 2 weeks?
Not that long, really.
2 or 3 weeks?
To them, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
still have another
So,
one
we
in the-
recorded a
in
couple
the
that just
works.
didn't get posted.
We got a lot of backlog.
Really just one.
And one and a half.
One in the remainder of James.
The remainder of James first.
Man's is too out of pocket to be posted complete.
Yeah, that'll be we'll just send that to him personally.
You're sending the whole thing.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
like
not-
you gotta send me the Paris one still. the canceled episode.
Yeah, that's
I don't even know where that's at anymore. I'm not sure if I put that on my computer if it's still just sitting on the fucking SD card.
Damn. Too controversial for
yeah, we don't need
this.
that one.
The lost footage.
The dark age.
We'll get the private video.
It's
I'm
okay.
thinking that.
It'll be unlisted.
Yeah,
The
you
unlisted
don't
and
even need
private.
to edit it.
Giga raw.
But yeah, let's just jump right into it.
Hello, welcome to the Stowaways. I'm Steven.
I'm Lichard.
And I'm Oscar.
And we are going to be talking about some D&D stuff to start out with.
Yes.
Just last week, they had Steven had his first D&D. Well, not his first D&D experience, right? You
no,
played.
I've played before.
But
This is my first time with you guys.
yeah, first
It
time
was
with
Paris's
us.
first time.
Paris's first time.
Coach Paris,
Coach
reread.
Paris. You'll see him in the third episode with him.
At some point, he'll be back.
He said next week.
Did he say next week?
I texted him if you wanted to join today. He said maybe not today, but maybe next week.
Right on, right on. Look out for Coach Paris.
For the third time.
Truly for them twice.
Officially third time.
Oh, we gotta actually do the official one shot that I wrote. We
Yeah,
did
the
like
one-shot
the
D&D
session
campaign.
0
Yeah.
and a little bit of just a combat session to get them warmed up.
So why don't you tell him what we went through?
So
Should we talk about my roles?
yes, yeah, no. So
Explain the process first to everybody.
Steven had
Well, why
a
don't you-
curse placed
well-
upon him.
Why don't you explain what a session 0 is to start with? So, you know,
Yeah.
the non-knowers know.
Session 0 is when you just create your characters and just communicate with your dungeon master what you want to do for your character. And like you can get backstories. This is more of a one shot, so they don't really need to. But it's nice if you're doing like a campaign, you would give him your character details and what you want to accomplish as that character. It could be as simple as like they did, just making their stats and rolling their stats, or just picking their stats. Or it could be really complicated. You give me a 4-page backstory that I will skim, and then
Sounds like somebody did that.
I've had to reread a couple times, but most of them give me some of them give me a too little, and I have to kind of pull it out of them if we're doing like a campaign. Like, because if you're gonna be in this campaign for a long time, you gotta give me something to work with, you know, to make it like I can make a whole thing about my characters, but it's really a game about who you are as an adventurer, you know, and that really makes the players a lot more engaged than me just telling a story about the characters I made. But yes, they had a session 0
Yes.
and they rolled stats, and Steven had a great time.
It was you, me, Oscar, Devin, and Paris.
Yes.
Great time. Paris's first time playing D&D. Hopefully, when next time he comes out, he can talk about what he did and how he enjoyed it.
And he said he really enjoyed it, didn't he?
He said he really enjoyed it.
I'm very glad.
I'm hoping my actions that day solidified
Scar him for life.
It did scar him
Helped
for
him.
life. I will say that he'll never let that go. He'll never let that go. But I had to. My character is a jerk.
Huge Angus.
How many times did you have to? How many farmers did you create, Steven?
About 3 times.
So when I roll stats for characters, I like the characters to feel like they're like they can actually be characters. When you roll for stats in D&D, sometimes you can make some pretty shitty characters. And if your characters aren't up to snuff with the other characters, then I'll just let that person become a farmer. And Steven had to do it 3 times.
So, in all board games, so I play board games a lot with Mekial, I'm very notorious for my terrible rolls. I'll either roll very low, or once in a while I'll get a high roll. But majority of the time they're very low rolls.
Yeah, it started off with you rolling like absolute garbage, but later in the night during the combat, you started rolling like a madman. Started getting like 18s, 19s.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
See, you had to get the bad mojo out of your dice,
Yeah.
or whatever they say.
Yeah. Side note, I made a magic deck that revolves around rolling a d20.
Oh.
So I'm hoping that I'll let you guys know
Sounds
how that
cool.
goes.
Nice, nice.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be really bad. But
Damn cool.
yeah.
It's all about having fun.
Yes.
Hey man, so long as you're having fun, that's the
It
point of life. Have fun.
It is. But me and Devin in the session were brothers.
Yes, 2 dark elf brothers. Tell them your names.
Small Janus and Hugh Janus.
Huge Janus.
Hugh Janus.
Huge Janus.
Hugh, and then Janus,
Hugh Janus.
and then
Small
Small.
Janus.
Yes,
Small.
SMOL.
Small Janus.
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 Trapping in the street before they met up with the gang.
Yeah, we're both dark elves, shadow elves.
No charisma, so nobody bought
We're jerks. We're
any of their
jerks.
albums.
Our characters are.
Nobody bought their mixtape.
Yeah, that's right. We're supposed to sell mixtapes. But it was a good time. The biggest highlight was the moment Paris killed that owlbear.
The baby owlbear.
The baby owlbear.
I had them fight a baby owlbear, and then after they killed it, there was a big mama owlbear
So,
coming.
tell me, what was your guys' first initial thoughts for what I did? So
the
for
fuck
anybody-
is this sumbitch doing?
So what I did was, after Paris beheaded the owlbear and threw it back, I picked it up. And then when the mother owlbear came out, I felt like I had to sacrifice Paris for a second, so I threw the owlbear at him specifically, so that way the owlbear will focus on Paris because it's closer to him.
Context. This owlbear had already fucked Paris up big time.
Homie put Paris down to like when you hear Pokemon's like HP low, like that's what Paris was hearing the whole time.
But your Paris was man fucked up
My
already.
man was, and he thought he was like taking the first owlbear. This one, you man, that was so funny.
What is Mama Bear's challenge rating?
That mama owlbear was just a souped up version of a regular owlbear. It had 3 attacks. The challenge rating for an owlbear is let me quick check that.
Challenge rating is like the difficulty for like the NPC.
I checked it earlier, and it was a good level for level 3 characters. So,
But yeah, so Steven threw its child's head at him to make her more mad and face him only.
I was hoping that the blood would smear all over Paris, so that way she'd focus on Paris.
challenge rating 3.
I don't know.
And then the second one was just a souped up version, so challenge rating 4.
It was a good old time. It was a good old time, and as you guys knew, I took even more steps back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good old time. But if it wasn't for me, we would have never won.
Yeah,
It worked out in the end.
It was all strategic. I was thinking 20 steps ahead.
Somehow Paris
Big brain energy right there.
big brained it and used the blood from
Where
the
is your
owlbear
Bugatti?
What
to
color
blind
is your
Color
steed?
is your steed? We'll bring that up later.
That was probably the most miraculous thing, how he actually made that work.
And
Yeah, he threw like the blood like at the Mama Bear's eyes and blinded it.
Yep,
Man.
yep. And I'm like, that's not a thing in D&D, so you're gonna roll for it. It's not gonna be easy.
And he
But
actually got
he
it.
got it.
What did he roll?
He rolled like for the hit he rolled like a 15, and then for the blinding, it rolled a 2. So, yeah. Like, that's for the save, so lower means it failed.
What type of save did it make?
It was a Constitution save.
Like in blinding from blood? All right.
Yeah. It could have been a dex save, but it wouldn't have changed much.
Well,
Yeah. In my head, it just makes more sense to be a deck save, but
either way,
regardless, it worked out. It's funner that way.
I hope Paris knows, and I hope you guys know that's what you should be expecting from my character.
From Hugh Janus?
From Hugh Janus. Hugh.
I look forward to a new one shot. We got to schedule that soon.
Yes.
Soon here.
Yeah. If anything, I want to see how long we can actually make it last. Minimum 5 hours.
Minimum. That's rough.
Yes.
What's the longest we've ever done? 4?
We've done 4.
We done, like 4.5.
Yeah.
How long was the spiders in the factory? Because I think that was the longest one.
That was really long.
That was a fucking god. Fuck.
Yeah, that was a grind. I wasn't expecting.
There
y'all
was
to
so
actually
many
fight
of them.
It was a whole army of Spider-Men monsters with like half, like their bottom half are spiders and their top half are men, and they had like poisonous arrows that they were shooting at them, and they fought 80 of them.
Dang, that must have took forever.
They were kind of fodder, but there's just power in numbers at that point.
You know what? Could you, because you said 80, could you briefly explain how combat works and why 80 is such a huge number and why it felt so long? Because I already know I had to fight like 24 skeletons once in the D&D campaign I had with Cliff, and I'll tell you that shit took forever. So just imagine the 80 and the amount of rolls you gotta do and the amount of savings you gotta do. And oh man, and the amount of damage you're probably taking.
I decided never to have that many characters on screen again. I started doing swarms instead.
Like groups.
Just rolling them as groups.
Yeah. But D&D works as a turn-based game where you roll initiative, which is a roll, and then the highest to lowest numbers go. So each person is supposed to take, in D&D time, it's 6 seconds. In real life time, it is
hours.
Very long. Like, because people have to make these complex decisions, they can take very long on their turns. And sometimes they don't realize their turn is up next, which makes it even longer. I think you guys were pretty good about that.
I always pre-plan my moves after my turn's over.
But
you just start thinking about what you're going to do next.
In everything. Even card games, I always pre-plan my moves.
Sometimes the situation changes.
That's why you come up with multiple scenarios.
Yeah.
Si, senor.
Exactly. Very good on you, Steven.
Car breaks down on the highway. What do? You call AAA. AAA don't pick up. You call Oscar. Oscar don't pick up.
Just don't call me at 6:30 a.m. when I'm fresh out of work and it's like blizzarding outside and you want me to drive like 40 minutes to you.
I tried. But
I told you if it wasn't blizzarding, I would have gone. But good old Friendsgiving.
Yeah. I made it Friendsgiving. It was fine. Anyway, but yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. I feel like there's some development for Hugh Janus that could be done.
For Hugh Janus.
Yes, Hugh.
Or Janus.
Janus. Hugh Janus.
Who's Janus? J-A.
Definitely, I'm hoping to see him learn a lesson.
Nah, my character is from the streets, as was Devin's, because we're both brothers. Brothers.
Okay.
We're both from the streets of the Silver Woods. That's copyright. Actually, that's Blizzards. But
well, hey, if you want to send me a backstory, I ain't got shit from anyone yet.
I can come up with a good backstory for my character.
Good backstory.
Not 4 pages worth, but
you don't need.
I'll paraphrase all of it.
At most, you need a paragraph or 2.
Easy. Me and Devin will come up with one together tomorrow.
Yeah, go for it. Please send it to me.
Oh, that way you can incorporate it into the story?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Absolutely. Because right now what I have is currently just all my shit.
Honestly, for these one-shots, I don't mind... Well, if anything, I don't mind it being like, we'll do it for that session, and then if we get back to it at some point, fine.
Yeah, I'll leave it. I won't...
Always leave it up in the air, if anything.
Not closed.
I will make the setting, not that it is like...
Like Bleach.
like
where it's done, but not really. That hell arc.
yeah, y'all will still be able to go on another adventure at the end if you survive.
Yeah, just whenever we get the time to get back together.
But I've made some universes where it's basically one and done. Like
the tower.
Galactus.
the tower is basically
So-
it's a straight line. The tower is you can go back down, but like
It's not as cool.
Just,
it's not
just don't end it to where like
but
Zeno just comes in and presses a
also
button.
the first it was a small campaign. We called it a one shot, but it took
It was
me,
like 3.
I didn't get my
3 or 4.
stride down as how fast to move things through. I think I've gotten better at that, but it still depends on the players, of course. But when you guys were in the fish,
The fish gimmick.
the fish town, the haunted town of fish people, that one was like there's a whole thing about the blood moon and like the dark god that they were summoning. That was
That's-
a major one shot.
That's actually one of the first memories I have of us actually talking about stuff. Because before I joined, you were asking me, like, does this sound scary to you? And I'm like, kind of. It sounds kind of freaky. Because before then, we had only had just general conversations where it's just like, how you doing? What's up? You know, very lots of broad strokes. And eventually we started getting into more like nitty gritty, like, oh, anime, D&D, and here's this and that. And then here we are 3 years later.
Hey, that's how it happens, you know? Common interests.
And then there's me. Just came out of nowhere.
Yep.
I think
I remember first meeting Steven a little bit after we gave Mekial that the test, the Naruto test.
I remember you came around, and I
Because I
don't
remember
know
he
how.
came to my workstation. He's like, "Can I see this test?" And I'm like, "Sure, bro."
No, wait, I came around. I was working around, and you were stowing, and I came around, and you just talked to me, and I forget how, but we learned.
It's because you were.
One
It's because you were wearing a One Piece mask.
Oh yeah.
That's how we connected.
Yeah. I had a good one and then a really shitty one.
Oh yes, the Stowaways lore that no one asked for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways,
yeah, we'll get to scheduling that. I'm hoping. You said we were already doing something next week.
honestly, we can figure something out. But I'm getting after May 11th. I should be a lot more in terms of free time now, as that should be the end of my busy schedule. Because I got a baby shower this week, and then in 2 weeks I have to go to Chicago with my father to pick up his sister. And then after that, we should be good. And then I have his birthday right after that.
Okay.
And then
So
we should be Gucci.
okay.
So June,
yeah, we'll have to schedule that for that. But yeah.
and then your birthday's right in the middle of that.
No, my birthday is is May 30th.
May 30th?
Yeah.
Oh.
I swear to God, you've told me like 3 different dates.
That's not too far fetched,
Schrodinger's.
honestly. I mean,
Birthday?
I tell people I have an ex-wife all the time, and they all keep asking.
You
Phrasing.
practically do. She who shall not be named.
R.I.P. Maddie.
What about the one that has the key
not
to your
what-
house?
Yeah, she who shall not be named. But
And the reason Steven can't go back to Greenville.
Okay,
do
so
you have any other
Next.
comments on that? Otherwise, we'll move on.
I'm actually thinking about switching from being a ranger to a mage.
Yeah,
Honestly.
go for it. Like,
Because nobody else is a mage, right?
Devin is a cleric.
Devin's I don't see that the same.
That's a full mage.
What? No.
Yeah, Devin's a cleric.
It's more of
There's a wizard.
yeah.
I'm a warlock.
Oh yeah, he's also
Never mind.
I have 2 spell slots though. It's pretty lame actually.
It's cool in its own way. They're actually that'll segue into the next topic.
Because I ain't gonna lie, a ranger seems really boring.
Well, you didn't use any of your abilities.
I did.
You used ranger. You used hunter's mark
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah, I called that owl bear a bitch. And then we did extra damage.
Yeah. But there's some other things. But basically, you just have a much higher
Then
chance
again,
to hit.
we just got to level 3, and usually things get better.
Yeah, it only gets better as you level up.
Yeah.
Unless you're a barbarian.
Is that Paris?
Si, senor.
You know that moment when my character has just as much, if not almost the same amount of HP as Barris's, and I'm a ranger.
Except you don't have damage on most things.
Yeah, you don't have damage.
But
You have a shit ton
I have
of
a ton of HP.
and you fight from range. You're like a I want to I don't want to insult all rangers in existence, but they're like shitty rogues, to be honest.
I thought
Just lesser rogues.
That's right.
Yeah,
Devin
but
said
they-
that rogues were bad.
What?
Devin said rogues were bad. He said it, not
He's
me.
wrong.
Rogues can be bad.
Rogues are the best martial class. That I'll say that right now. They're like, cause barbarians, cool, you get the half damage. They're great until like higher levels. Then they get outclassed in terms of damage. Sure, you can do damage, but and then fighters are just kind of boring.
Are there
I think.
guns in D&D?
Yes, there are.
All right, I might want a gun.
You can get a gun.
There's certain rules to it,
Yeah.
depending on who your DM is.
Yes, they're a variant. They're an optional rule.
I want a gun. I want an M9.
No,
A Glock.
no.
Single Flintstone.
A flintlock.
Yeah.
Like getting
And it's like it jammed.
That already has a chance to miss on itself.
Yeah, and it jammed. It didn't fire.
You get an M16,
Blew up in
and I'm
your
gonna
hand.
have to homebrew almost the entire thing. It's barely gonna look like D&D anymore.
That's true. It'd be too modern.
Yeah.
You can do it, but it's a astronomical amount of work, and I'm sure there's a better system.
I'll just
out
get a
there.
crossbow.
Well, it's probably somebody probably already homebrewed it. If you look it up, you
Sure.
could probably find a simpler version.
Just give me a.
Just like, what were you sniping me with way back when?
Oh, that was a
Honestly, a flintlock's not too bad.
'Cause there was a point in
was-
time back in our D&D where I was constantly getting sniped going into the wrong side of town.
that was a spell sniper.
Spell sniper.
Yeah, from your rival gang that you haven't seen in forever, the Painkillers.
The painkillers.
Ooh, what class does conjuring? Like
Conjuring?
conjuring of weapons.
I mean,
Is that the
warlocks have some really good conjuring. Wizards have
Yeah, there's
conjuring.
literally
Druids
the
have
hexblade
conjuring.
gimmick does that.
That's what my character was originally going to go
Druids?
to in my first D&D session.
Druids are probably the best conjurers, but warlocks can conjure some like demons and whatnot.
I'm thinking of what secondary class. Oh wait, I already have a secondary class, right? That's the
That's a subclass.
that's the subclass. Yeah, we'll figure it out another day.
Yeah. No point to think about it here when we're doing stuff.
Yeah.
But next, so there's more D&D news.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. that's-
Yeah, so the new playtest for 6th edition, or 1D&D as they call it, came out. And it is really long. It's like 50 pages. And it covers the fighter, the barbarian, the warlock, the wizard, and the sorcerer. All these classes got remade and put out for they're doing like surveys if you like the changes that they made, and they're fine. But there's also a new addition to the fighter and the barbarian, and I'm pretty sure the monk is going to get it in the weapon mastery type thing feature, which is where different types of weapons will have different properties. So you can, as a fighter, you can choose a greatsword, and that'll have the cleave mastery. So when you hit someone, you can roll damage to another enemy besides them. There's a whole bunch of them. There's my favorite one was the Gray's one, where even if you miss, you still deal some damage to the target you're hitting. And there's a whole they're fine.
It sounds cool.
Yeah,
It sounds like a cool concept.
it makes martials more interesting than just rolling the dice and doing the damage.
I might switch to a monk.
Yeah, go for it.
Be guy sensei.
Just hitting up the palm strikes.
Guy sensei.
Yeah.
No way gates though. Sorry, bro.
No A gates. No A gates.
You're not level 20. No.
And then you die.
so-
And then you die right away.
If you want to do that, we can homebrew
Just
that.
give me a phoenix down. Or just have my stats all go to
No,
1.
no.
Have all
You-
my stats go to 1.
Have them all revert to one,
Revert to 1 for like.
We ain't doing no
like a whole week.
6 path sage bullshit. You're dying.
It's like
permanent.
how can I get a Susano?
Yo, Superman got a Susanoo. I don't know if you saw that.
What?
Yeah, there's a comic. I don't know if I saw it on TikTok, but Superman has a
there's
Susanoo.
like he did a thing like that where you like 20. There's New 52, John Romita Jr. Like 2013,
my man,
2014.
My man has a Susanoo.
Superman can do.
It was a weird point in time in Superman's gimmick.
It was funny though,
But
it was so unnecessary.
Superman doesn't need more hacks,
He
bro.
doesn't
Y'all just
need
need to
anything
write him better.
Well,
He
my
just needs
man-
better
my
writing.
man's gonna get the Sharingan next, dude.
Jesus Christ, they're running out of ideas.
It's alright. Superman's almost got to be in the public domain.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Really?
Yeah, him and like Batman are like from like 1943, so they're coming up.
Nice.
But
But we just can't call him Superman. That's it. We call him man of incredible power.
Man of Super.
the
Man
20th
of,
level
man
monk
of iron.
who can fly. But some of the major changes that are interesting, I'll kind of go through each one. The Barbarian didn't change too much, just got some additional features and made his shittier features more interesting. Got that fighting style thing. The fighter got the fighting style thing improved, or sorry, the mastery improved, so he can choose 2 for his weapons and he can swap them out. So that's kind of cool. Make fighters more than... I think fighters are the most boring class, to be honest.
That's the furnace.
Ah, okay. It sounded like thunder that was going on for way too long.
No, it's just, the furnace is directly behind this wall.
Do you guys know if I locked my car?
I don't know, but you're fine, bro.
You're good. You're good.
I'll trust
Dude,
this cul-de-sac.
we're in a cul-de-sac full of old people. You'd be straight.
I'll trust this cul-de-sac.
Bro, I used to leave my when I had my truck. I used to leave my keys in there, bro.
To be fair, you did leave your hood up and your door open.
Yo, dead ass. Like,
We'll be good. It's old people.
dude, I'm pretty sure my neighbors have let my cat into the house before. Cause I'm like, I'll leave and she's outside. I'm like, I'm the only one home,
I've never
and I'll come back
seen
and
your
she's
cat.
inside, and I'm just like,
I've never seen your cat.
I think she's outside right now. Piloto.
But to just move along, the one with the biggest change was the Warlock. You know, you always complain about your 2 spell slots. Now you get half-caster spell slots. So instead of getting the 2 spell slots at maximum level every time, you just get half of what a wizard would get. That's a pretty big change. There's also, you get more invocations, and one of the invocations is to do the feature of the Warlock.
Nice, nice.
A lot of people are like, I don't know, I like having, you doing maxim all the time. Maximum, like 5th level spells every time I cast a spell, but it's more customizability.
Right on.
It just, there's so much that it's so big, it's hard to like summarize everything.
Yeah.
That's we'll leave a we're not going to do it, but we'll pretend to leave a link in the description.
Link in the description to go find it.
Now you mentioned that
Richard
there's
can go out of
some-
his way to go put the link in the description.
You mentioned that there was some rough news,
Yes. Okay.
so leave a sour taste in your mouth for the end of this deal.
Gotcha.
Despite me saying I wanted it in reverse, but I guess we'll.
Oh, yes,
it is what it is. It'd be like that.
It'd be like that.
There's one more thing about D&D I want to ask after this. So
You know, I love horror bullshit, but this shit just kind of sucks. So Wizards of the Coast in 2020, this dirt was found out that for Magic the Gathering cards, there was a release of these cards that was early. They accidentally sent these cards out to a YouTuber. I don't remember which one. But that wasn't supposed to happen. So Wizards of the Coast sent hitmen to their house, specifically the famous hitmen, the Pinkertons, to their house to recover the cards.
this was in 2020.
Yes, 2020.
They sent hitmen in 2020.
Yes.
Allegedly,
Yes.
they allegedly sent hitmen.
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds like my history teacher from high school.
Just,
So why is this news now?
because it was found out recently.
Oh,
Like confirm.
just to
Yeah, it was
just to recover these 3
yeah,
cards.
yeah.
Or these cards.
These cards. I don't know what the cards were. I don't know the YouTuber.
Who said where's these where's the Carfax on this?
Yeah, just like
Where are the card facts? on this?
who was reporting this
Who's
news?
reporting this?
Let me.
The Hollywood Fix? I'll
Look
believe
that
that.
up.
Bleacher Report.
Kotaku.
Let me.
What's that?
Bleeding Cool.
What's that?
CBR.
It was the first.
What's that?
Gizmodo was the first one that came up. GameSpot, Sports Illustrated.
Is that a Sports Illustrated?
Sports
I don't know
Illustrated.
why. Kotaku, PC Gamer.
All right, a lot of them,
Yes, a lot of them. Let me.
More than one.
Yeah.
but no Hollywood Fix,
No TMZ.
no TMZ. What's that game one that will always give like a good rating for every game?
Oh, the
If you
fucking
pay- if you-
the IGN or whatever.
IGN.
Says they've sent out these hitmen to track leaks leaks and stolen Magic the Gathering
Stolen?
the Gathering cards
Did they send it to him?
multiple times. Yeah, apparently.
They're acting like he stole it despite them sending them to them.
While the Magic expansion March of the Machine, the Aftermath, was supposed to revealed at the beginning of May, Cannon somehow acquired a selection of boosters and showed them on his YouTube channel, resulting in the reveal of about 75% of the limited release set. Within a week, Cannon says Pinkerton agents knocked on Cannon's door and demanded to turn all the cards from unreleased set. He had released videos on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and the agents arrived on Saturday.
Wait, March of the Machines, that just came out recently.
Thought it was 2020. I might be
I
wrong.
was gonna say that 2020 is like that's 3 years ago.
It might be a little bit more recent.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
sorry
a
about
lot more recent. But I was gonna say March of the Machines just came out like last week. They didn't even have March of the Machines in mind during that.
This is an updated post, though.
Did they send Hitman twice?
Oh, what the frick?
Yo, honestly, it's like how are y'all sending this man shit out of order twice?
Yo, hold on. Yo, if y'all want to send us stuff and then send Hitman to our house,
Steven's house.
yo, by all means, just send me some free stuff.
Emails in the bio.
Yeah, the emails in the bio.
It's not, but it will be.
I haven't checked the email in a while.
No, because ain't no one sending us nothing.
They will after they see my car.
Pimp my ride.
But I was actually meaning to ask: are there D&D conventions?
They're probably the standard like Comic-Con conventions.
Just Comic Cons? Because I'm thinking you go up to a shop and you're like, I want this, and they're like, give me your offer, and you offer them, and they're like, they put dice down, like roll for persuasion check.
Roll for persuasion.
Because most comic places are like just all-in-one shops,
yeah.
where it's like comics, cards, D&D stuff.
Yeah, like all like even anime conventions are. It's all kind of.
It's all mixed together
They're
now.
all the same at this point.
They're not. They're called comic conventions, because comics started
That's
it. But
their
but now it's just like a whole like
It's just
kind of
cons now.
nerd geek fest.
They expanded,
Yeah, to stay in business as they should have.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Real shame we didn't go to Kazu, but fuck that.
We'll be all right.
Yeah. We were gonna pull an all dayer.
We were not going to enjoy that for like an hour and a half just to leave,
Yeah,
and also spend money.
waste money and be like all
Waste the
crusty.
money. Not enjoy it. We'll be more annoyed if we'll probably spend a good hour looking for parking. But yeah. Oh man, what was I gonna bring up? Anyways,
Speaking of cards, why don't you talk about those evolving sky sets?
well, there was so there's a specific card in the set. 2 cards, I believe, a Rayquaza and a Umbreon. So this alternate art Umbreon is supposed to mimic the I forgot what the one famous painting, the something of the stars.
The Van Gogh,
Starry Night?
Starry Night, I think that's what it is. Yeah,
the Van Gogh.
yeah, it's Van Gogh. I was thinking of Picasso for some reason. I was just about to tell. I'll bring this up later, but anyways,
Even not an art major.
Clearly not an artist.
no, but I love art.
He enjoys art, but he's not
I
good at it
love
himself.
art, but I
I'm
don't
an
know. I don't know
art
the
enjoyer as
names
well.
behind it. But I appreciate art a lot. But this guy, I guess he worked in like the manufacturing of where these cards come from, and homie pocketed like hundreds of these Moonbreons, which is what they're dubbed, and these cards go for like $400 a piece. and homie had like he had stacks of them, and that's just the Moonbreons itself. He also had the Rayquazas too, and he got caught because homie tried selling them to a shop. All of them at once.
Oh my
Oh,
man!
no.
So man could hustle cards from the factory, but he didn't know how to get rid of them.
I don't know how he got away. I don't know how he pocketed all of them. So now people
Man's
are
0 out of 0, terrible thief.
So now people
Didn't know how to move his product.
No business
that
sense
kind of
whatsoever.
destroyed the Evolving Skies set because it's like, oh, so there's a good chance that none of these have it because that's the most sought after card. And if my man has like a fuck ton of them, there's a lot of packs that aren't gonna have them. So,
Nobody bought shit, right?
well, it's more well the set's already like hard to get already, but it kind of like defeats the purpose of even wanting it now because it's like you
Odds are your one isn't gonna
isn't
have
gonna
it.
have it, yeah.
Just like that Evolving Skies that is slightly out of screen right now probably does not have it.
And I kind of don't want it now. Well, actually, there's a good chance it might have it, just because this guy probably robbed it recently. I don't know.
Yeah,
But that doesn't make sense either because it's not being reprinted.
Yeah.
Or it might be. I don't know. But either way, my man sold it all, tried to sell it all at once. So they.
Never seen a
He got
crime
caught,
show
obviously.
or anything.
Yeah.
Never watched Better Call Saul.
So that's why I asked you before the show. If you had all of these like base set 1 Charizards, like 400 of them, how would you go about selling them?
like I said,
I wouldn't sell them all at once.
No, you hustle like 1 or 2 at a time in different places.
That's
2 different people.
Yes, that's
go to a card shop, sell 1 or 2.
I went to like
Shit, man, we
another
going
card
out of
shop.
state to
Go
hustle
to-
these.
you know what's
sell
funny?
another one.
I was just at Legends today.
Go to every card shop you see.
I was just at Legends today, and one of the people actually said that they're like, you go on vacation, and if when you need money, you just sell it to a shop nearby, and then you just bounce.
Yep. Don't
my bad.
don't hustle them locally. Don't hustle more than 2.
Wear a mask.
But
In-
like, to
in
do it
person,
all
no-
at
no
once,
eBaying.
to do it all at once. So
Especially stacks.
well, there's pictures all over the place.
Homie's a bad criminal.
Stupid.
Was he white?
I don't know. You only got
Gotta find out.
you only got to see the pants and the cards. But
I need to know.
But either way, the Pokemon Company did get them back, and more than likely they're just gonna destroy them.
Destroyed. Not gonna like bother putting them in a different set.
No, there's no point. They done. It's already done. So they're most likely just gonna destroy them because that's all they can really do.
You know someone else is gonna pocket those, right?
Either
They've
way,
probably already burned them or some shit.
they probably already put it in the shredder. It's a shame because that is a lot of money. Like a lot. And that's like I said,
That
that's
one
just,
guy
It's like
ruined.
that's
counterfeit
just
money, you
the
know?
Moonbreons. We're not even talking about the Rayquazas either. These oh man, dude. Funny enough, Legends actually just announced that their main Discord or one of their Discords can be just for straight pre-orders. They have pre-orders for all their card games, right? They had one for Pokemon, but they don't do pre-orders for Pokemon. Except they named it You Thought. And then like psych, you thought that they were gonna have pre-orders for Pokemon.
Jeez.
And then inside there's a message strictly for me that said, sorry Steven, Pokemon's still too volatile. Because it is.
It'd be like that.
The funny thing is that message was put in like 20 days ago.
And you just recently saw it?
Well, they just announced about this like the other day, so
Oh. So you weren't looking for it.
no. But it's nice that, you know, a funny little jab there. I thought it was funny.
Such a regular.
I am a regular.
Hey, that's nice.
Yeah. I also found out that even if I move to another state, they will still do pre-orders for me.
Fine.
They'll send you stuff.
Well, more so I can pre-order and they'll ship it to me.
Yeah. They'll send you stuff.
Not for free.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
No place sends you stuff for free. Almost.
This is stuff you don't want.
No,
Like
what are you talking
cigar
about?
magazines.
The goddamn cigar magazines.
God damn. I still get them.
Still?
Yep. I don't know how to stop it.
I don't know. Talk to the mail place, bro.
Yeah.
Be like, I don't want mail from this place. Stop letting them send me shit.
Man, dude, I just recently bought a card today, and I posted it in my chat room. It's a card that says you cannot cast spells other than in your hand, which literally just kills like a bunch of decks.
Oh yeah.
And immediately somebody said to me, I will beat you if you play this card.
I will beat your ass if you play this card because your shit is hacked.
And then somebody said, at least you'll die smiling. And immediately I posted a picture of Ace.
So you posted a picture of a donut.
There's no donut though.
It would have been funnier.
But I did
Die smiling.
Yeah. So man, I should also put
reminds
Odin.
me of back in the day, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Gravity Bind was
card.
the fucking infuriated everyone. Yeah. Just cards that make it so you can't play the game. Just bad design. Just feels bad.
It is because you're not playing either. It's not fun.
Well, no, you build your deck around it.
Yeah, but
You can get
still.
some pretty strong level 3 cards.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's where XYZ is coming.
It's like just
The
bad
XYZ.
game design. When you stop the player from being able to do anything, it's kind of in the new D&D. They're removing this stun, so you could just stop people from having their turn. And when D&D takes as long as we've talked about every turn,
that take way too long.
it just hurts. It feels bad when you have to wait another like 15 minutes to play.
Oof.
Sucks.
Yeah.
But just bad game design. They also did that for Overwatch, removing a lot of the stuns.
Oh, stuns. Dota 2 also like reduced all of stuns by 20%. They actually had a major update. It's basically a whole new game.
It's a whole new game.
It's a whole new game.
It's a whole new game.
Usually they'll have like 3 different classes, like a carry, like a strength character, an agility character, and an intelligence character. In like other games, like League, they'll have like a power character and a magic character. In Dota, they now have a 4th class, which is called Universal. Which
so a bard.
I guess so. There's strength, agility, intelligence, and now universal, which utilizes all 3 stats because it's that in between the you don't know where they could go. They can't be this one, they can't be that one, and they can't be that one either. So
So
it's interesting.
So it's can do everything, but it's not best at
It's
anything.
so like strength will give you more HP, agility will give you more attack speed, and intelligence will give you a bigger mana pool. These guys, they kind of like don't really fit in any of those 3 categories. So now they have it to where you can pretty much build them in a more hybrid way,
Okay.
which is more interesting.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Pretty much.
But it sounds like you can combine 2, like to become like you could be like a specialized like glass cannon, if I'm not wrong. Like you could increase your
Some
attack
of them
speed
can.
and increase your power.
Yeah.
It's like a hybrid.
But each character has like a main stat. So like a ranger would usually have agility as their main because you want more attack speed. Well, if your character's kit doesn't work like that, what's the point? You know. So they changed a lot of like a good 4th of the characters to universal, which is nice.
Is that upsetting to you? Or like when they change the characters a lot, like a character you've been playing for years, and now the character's been changed to be maybe I don't know about Dota.
Reworked entirely.
Yeah.
You know, I used to play Smite for a long time
I
ago.
played Smite a couple times.
They reworked a lot of characters there. One of them specifically was Kali, and this was back when the game was like in beta. She was just a glass cannon, like just throw everything out and hit. They reworked her to now where she doesn't really die, but she still sucks. Last time I checked.
Oh well.
Yeah, but that was back in my MOBA days. Now
Back in the day.
Back in the day, that was like 2014.
Gotcha.
Oof.
Yeah.
That makes me think of like Symmetra, where every time I like every year I play Overwatch. Like
Oh, that's another one. Yeah,
That-
Overwatch. They reworked a lot of characters in that
yeah,
too.
it's a completely different character
Yeah.
almost every year. It feels like.
So yeah, Symmetra. And then after when Overwatch 2 came out, they changed a lot of heroes kits.
Oh yeah.
So
there's some good changes, but they're also just like that's a different
There are
character.
some changes that like just kill the game for me, like McCree when they got rid of when they changed his.
Like that goes back to me removing stuns.
Sorry,
but-
Cassidy.
Yeah. yeah.
Leave that there.
Man who shall not be named. Cassidy. Now, instead of having a stun, which is a good change, stun bad, now has a homing grenade that can go through walls and, like, technically it's supposed to go around walls, but I've seen so many clips of it just going through walls. And it just destroys people for free. It does a shit ton of damage.
I thought the one was Bastion.
Bastion.
I missed turret Bastion.
Bastion just.
Honestly, he was hard to balance.
Yeah, but he was fun.
He was.
He wasn't
fun.
even very good,
No, he wasn't.
but he was fun.
It's a trade-off. You're stationary, but you have a Gatling gun that just pierces through a lot of things. It does a
Yeah.
lot of damage. But
It's-
you're stationary, which means you're an easy target.
Yeah.
But unless you hide behind a Reinhardt shield.
Yeah, there's whole strategies to like protect the president, where your whole team
Yeah,
is built
if you're
upon
defending, too.
having a really good player who can track people extremely well with Bastion, while you have the whole team just gather around and chain heal and do shields around the Bastion, and like it could be really fucky to play against, but it was also fun.
Yeah. Good times.
And now he has a strange grenade.
I don't even know
He
what's in
moves
Overwatch 2
around,
anymore.
he, like,
I don't
tank
play
mode.
that trash game.
Never played it.
It's okay. You don't want to support a company like Blizzard anyways. I'm pretty sure
I don't play most games.
It's free now.
or any really.
So you don't have to support
It's not FIFA or Budokai.
Yeah. Shit, I haven't bought a FIFA since like 2017.
Bro, I don't even play
Please
sports
don't.
games.
You buy an old one if you
If I
do.
if I played FIFA, I'd end up buying packs.
The digital packs.
Yeah.
That EA currency.
There was a story a while ago.
Dog, they would have gotten so much money out of you.
I don't want to.
It's a good thing I'm not a sports guy.
But there was like a thing where they were actually removing features from the old
I
FIFAs.
love microtransactions.
Like
They were closing down like servers.
oh no, I misspoke. They were removing features from the newer FIFAs that were in the old FIFAs, and like just there would just be weird glitches on what's supposed to be a new game that was literally just a port of the other game.
That's how they've been for like the last 10 years. They're just like strip it a little bit, put it out. Strip, put out. Strip, put out.
Yeah, I haven't played a FIFA in like 10 years, so.
I don't play that shit.
They're not bad to play. They're enjoyable.
Bro,
But
I don't play sports games. I don't play NBA 2K. I don't play.
I haven't bought one of
Madden.
those since 2015.
I don't even play the golf ones. Is there golf?
Yes, there is.
Play Wii Golf?
Trash,
Did you
dude.
play Wii Golf though?
We should play Mario Golf. I'm pretty sure that's a game.
I'll play Wii bowling.
Mario
Yo,
Golf's
boxing,
pretty
CB, and Wii boxing.
good. Wii Boxing?
Wii
That
boxing was
the
lit.
Best.
Yo,
That was
the
the best
Wii
game.
baseball was lit.
Wii Baseball?
CB and
Shit, we should play not Smash, Mario Party.
oh yes, we can record that.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, that'd
We
be
gotta
a good
out-
time.
Stay tuned. We'll do that at some
You know,
point.
we'll just start streaming games too.
Yeah,
We got Elgato.
yeah,
Do people even use that anymore?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's one way to capture fucking external footage that's not from your PC.
Oh, we should probably do that because your boy don't have room on his PC. I still haven't downloaded the Ian episode because I don't think I can afford to.
Yeah, just like it captures, like you connect to your HDMI from your gaming, from your, like say my Xbox,
Yeah.
to the Elgato, and then the Elgato there's another one that goes from the Elgato to my computer,
Speaking of Elgato.
and then the Elgato has an export that
Speaking of Elgato,
Elgato, well, pues, in this case, Elgata. ¿Qué estás haciendo aquí? ¿Quién te dejó salir? Tranquilo, okay?
cat's still so tiny.
Yeah, but as I was saying, the Elgato has a import from your system to the Elgato, has another export from the Elgato to the computer, and another export from the Elgato to your screen.
Okay.
But yeah, in my
Like-
case, I use it mostly with the GameCube, so I have to I have to throw an extra step in there. So I have to convert the AC, the red yellow cord, to HDMI and then have that HDMI run to the Elgato.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah,
Whatever you got to do to make it work.
And it's not the AC isn't good enough to support recording in like 1080, so it's got to be like 780
Yeah,
That's rough.
or 720, whatever it is.
I don't
Still,
know
it's
what
good
version you're playing on, but if it's Wii, it's basically already for
Yeah, but you know how
20p. But we should play.
Hold on, she's making me paranoid. Hold up, you guys keep talking about something.
We should play Wii bowling so I can throw my bowling ball at the NPCs.
I'm down. So
That was the best, only reason to play Wii bowling.
oh man. I you know it's weird. Wii games are so interesting in terms of like the me stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
There's also a lot of time making me's and shit.
I remember
I don't know why.
I remember when I got my first Wii. It was back when we got those $500 checks in 2009. I think it was 2009.
Wow.
Oh, good times. Yeah, I bought it was the one where the parents got like $500 for each kid or something.
Okay.
I bought a Wii with that.
Everyone had a Wii, bro.
Dude, that was when I was
Everyone and
actually
their
decent at playing Smash. It was Super Smash Brothers Brawl.
Bruh, my favorite. I know a lot of people died.
A lot of people
the old
loved
ones.
Melee, but Brawl was when I first played it, and I loved it.
I fucking love
And
Brawl.
the thing-
I got good at it too. Apparently, I wasn't good actually, but I was beating people around me till I found out there were people who were S-class heroes when I was a B-class.
Like Meta Knight.
Yeah, Meta Knight was just his frames were just so fast.
The thing is, like, I can't play like that anymore. My hands are not as good as they used to be since then.
Yeah,
I think, or just like when we played at Mekial's, I hardly barely knew how to control anything. Everything, oh man! But I miss those times.
you gotta work those gamer muscles.
Nah, I think I play too much PC games now.
Yeah, I too.
I'm not good at fighting games either,
I
is
really
what I learned.
like my keyboard and mouse. Any game like I even played Dark Souls and Elden Ring with keyboard and mouse, and some people think that's blasphemy. Like I can't. I think last time I played a game with a controller was Minecraft, and the Xbox Minecraft, and I have never used an Xbox controller in my life until then. That was the longest time ago, and I couldn't do shit. It was hard to even just break a tree down and just walk and not die.
The only thing I have to play with a controller is first-person shooters, and even that I refuse to play those half the time. Now
You get so much better control on keyboard and mouse.
for me, I feel like I always overshoot it with the mouse.
Well, you got to change your sensitivity and make sure to keep it on a consistent thing and not have any what's it called? It's when you move your mouse in a different speed and it speeds
Different
up your
speed?
mouse.
Oh,
There's
I know
a
what you're talking about the cursor speed.
Something like that.
Because I always have to change my cursor speed for some reason every time, even when I'm playing Dota. Mm-hmm. Like once every couple of weeks. I don't know what it is. Like
You change it?
I have to. It feels slow one day, and then like 3 weeks later, it feels hella fast.
Well, you do have weird hands. That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying, dude.
You got to keep that super consistent and get.
And the thing is, it
get
hasn't
used to it.
changed, so it's just me. It's just me.
Steven's brain is rewiring itself every week.
It's because he doesn't sleep.
You know,
It's his it's the process time in his head between looking at something and realizing it's going on.
sometimes things feel slow.
That's why I don't like playing games, because consistently it's just like my reaction to process what's going on the screen, and by the time my hands go to do something, it's already way too late.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at it.
Like
You
more
remember-
turn-based
Yeah,
games.
you remember when we played Halo?
Yeah.
With James and the boys.
Yeah.
It got fucked up by the bots.
You got fucked up by bots.
Yo, no, so James rigged us up to play against the hardest bots in Halo Infinite or whatever. Bro, them bitches fucked us all up.
Oh yeah.
The only one who didn't get fucked up was David Hernandez. He was the one who did all right.
Really good.
I'm pretty sure David was playing a whole lot of Halo back then.
He's
older than all of us by like a lot, isn't he?
What, David?
Yeah.
I think you guys are on the same.
We'll ask him later.
Yeah. We'll get a hold of David Hernandez.
We'll figure that out.
I had to tell him who he was on Discord. He's like, "Who is this guy?" I'm like, "I'm pretty sure that's David."
But
Like, who is this dude I'm in a server with?
but
and new people. work with you now. So.
That's why I play video games too. Well, I don't actually play it as often anymore. But when I do, I usually play it when I'm like having downtime. Like that's where I get my reflexes, and then card games to help with my thinking,
processing.
Yeah, and then I learned that I play a lot better tired because I slow down.
You don't overcomplicate it.
Yeah, it's
that
weird.
Sounds crazy to me.
It's because when I'm awake,
he's overthinking it. If he's got too much brain power,
I'm rushing too much. I'm always rushing. I don't think as far ahead as I am supposed to. I usually just play things right away because I already have like my thing set up, and I don't plan that far ahead. I know that kind of contradicts what I said earlier, but when I'm tired, I play a lot better because I analyze everything. Because I'm so tired, I don't feel like thinking too fast.
I feel like that's gonna be really hard to test. Like, all right, how much sleep have you gotten, Steven? What was your reaction time?
So, because like you know how I get out of work at like 6:30 on a Sunday, and then usually I would stay up the whole time and then go to the card game. Damn near up for almost 24 hours.
Because you're crazy.
You gotta do what you gotta do to play these card games, even though I haven't been there for like 6 weeks. Funny enough, I went to Galactic on Tuesday, and they're like, "Where the hell have you been?" and I'm like, bro,
I've been trying to sleep.
I mean, I straight up told them that I've been there the last couple of weeks. I was trying to go on Sunday, but I would take a nap, and then I wake up at like 1 or 2, and I'm like, guess I'm going back to sleep. But you know what? It's okay because sometimes I need that extra sleep. It's I'd rather not drive very sleepy because I hear that's way worse than drunk driving.
It's
the equivalent.
Yeah, I heard it's like the same.
Oh, okay, it's the equivalent. Well, it probably does.
I'm pretty sure I heard that from Jacob of all people. That's the equivalent.
I think when I was in driver school, they said something.
I was not gonna risk that because there are plenty of times where I'm like, damn, I'm really tired, and I would have to pull over to the side and just get in a quick nap. It sucks.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm like literally like slapping myself in the face trying to stay up.
Don't be teleporting.
I remember James's baby shower. I left early because it was a Sunday, and we all left early Saturday. We left at like 3 or 4 to get sleep because it was at like 2 in like somewhere like Sparta, like an hour and a half from here. And my ass could not fucking sleep. I slept maybe like 30 minutes that entire night. I rolled around.
Just so anxious for this baby shower.
Not even, bro. I just couldn't sleep.
Just really, really wanted to go. It's like the first day of school.
Yeah, pretty much the equivalent.
It's literally the first day of school.
So I got up out of bed at like 11 so I could go to Grand Rapids and go buy, James a gift and Liz a gift for the shower. And I drove up to the baby shower and whatnot, and then I came home. I got home at like 6 p.m. I had been up for about 27 hours at that point. And I tell you, if the second longest drive I have ever felt like I've had, where I'm just white knuckling the steering wheel on my car, listening to Metallica, it's just like, stay the fuck awake, stay the fuck awake.
Sometimes I would like put my face up closer to the windshield.
It's like my car is rattling from how loud this bass is just shaking the car, but it's like it's the only thing keeping me awake right now.
Yeah.
And then once you get home, you're like, sometimes you're like, man, I gotta take a shower before I go. Nah, fuck that. I'm going to sleep.
Yo, bro, so I went to sleep and I didn't wake up till like 2 a.m.
All right. Made up for it.
Yeah. But speaking of coming home and not showering and falling asleep in clothes, I did that last Friday morning. I came home from work, and after loitering, I came, put my phone to charge. I had taken off my shoes, fortunately. I left those upstairs, but I came, laid down in bed with my lanyard still on, and I'm like, I'm just going to put my head down for a second. My ass passed the fuck out. Did not wake up again until like 3.
Yeah.
Yo, low key, that's the best fucking sleep. When you just go out, that's that
right
good
away.
ass sleep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You need some of that in your life.
I do.
Sleep.
I do.
Super important.
I do.
Just don't know why we actually need sleep.
No more day shifts, right?
No one really knows.
I actually took one today, but I left early.
No more day shifts, right?
I took one today.
No more day shifts, right?
Nah, that's not true.
No more day shifts here going forward, right?
Probably still. But it's just not for 3 days in a row.
Steven!
It's not for 3 days in a row.
I'll probably clip the mic, but whatever. Don't do that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not doing. I literally purposely didn't go Monday and Tuesday because I'm like, I'm just gonna pick up one day.
There's a reason you got so many gray hairs, bro. You gotta stop fucking up your sleep, bro.
Nah, dude, these gray hair came from something else.
Nah, bro.
relationships, dude.
Get some sleep. It would probably make it better.
Probably. I'm probably gonna take a melatonin and some magnesium today. I did get a nap in before I came here.
Well, that's at least good.
It's good.
I woke up like 6:30.
I made stew, and I don't know why, but when I put a timer, like I then like wake up. Is it time yet? Then go back to sleep. Then wake up. Is it time yet? Go back to sleep. I don't know what it is. Whenever I have something that I need to do, like work, I'll always just like wake up before I actually have to do what I need to do, just to make sure I don't oversleep.
Wow.
I don't know why. It's like almost every time I have something important to do, it interrupts my sleep.
There's a lot of important things I need to do. Like clean out my car.
Me too.
Pimp my ride.
Get that chainmail upgraded.
I don't
post,
know.
I will post these.
I don't know where this chainmail
why there's
came.
chainmail?
I've never looked under my car.
Cue the picture of Steven's chainmail somewhere on screen.
I don't get it. I don't know where it came from. I've had many oil changes. Not a single person has said anything about this chainmail.
It's to protect. It's to increase your armor class to 16, Steve.
Dude,
You need to upgrade it to plate metal.
we would joke around now. What color is your
Chainmail.
Is your chainmail or something like that? Like my car is a horse, dude.
It's got armor.
My car's got armor.
It's ready to go battle.
Dude.
Ready to go encounter a dragon.
Indeed.
I don't know
Drive
whether
that
it's a safe
fucking
thing to have or not.
dragon over.
I still gotta send it to somebody. You know, I'll ask Mekial what he thinks.
Do the gate.
But,
run a velociraptor over with a Humvee.
I've also decided that I need to get rid of a lot of my clothes too.
Just too big now.
My shoulders too wide, dude.
Too wide.
Too wide.
Tagoro shoulders.
I feel like they've got a lot wider. Because like there are clothes I bought like maybe like last year, and like they're just so tight around the shoulders.
Wider though.
I don't know.
You're older. You're pretty. How would that change?
Bro, I don't even know, dude.
Getting that nice shoulder pumping, bro.
But it's okay because I have so much clothes.
Do you have a lot of clothes?
I do. And half the time I don't. This is how I decide. Before I go to work, I put on a shirt and I'm like, do I feel like wearing this to work? No. At that point, I should just decide this just has to go. Like there are clothes I can wear at home, but I literally wear like the same like 10 shirts at work.
I feel that.
Literally the same time.
I'm pretty sure you guys have seen pretty much all my clothes.
Yeah,
so
just-
I have maybe
yeah,
15 shirts at most.
It's just Bud Light Modelos.
Yeah.
I have some clothes that
Like
I still
there's
have.
I wear 90% of my shirts to work, and there's a couple that I really like. I'm like, I'm not wearing this to work. But besides that, that's y'all have seen all of it.
I have some, like, especially, like, I have a shit ton of jeans that I fucking hate. That they are just, they don't fit, right? And they are just heavy and uncomfortable to move in. And I never wear them, but I just have them sitting in a drawer. Like, I should burn these.
That's
Or
what the
donate them.
that's what the Goodwill's for.
Yeah, donate them to Goodwill.
I just now after I get all these clothes out of here, I need to figure out. I'm just gonna buy simple stuff, for the time being, and then when I decide to go out, I'll buy something the week before.
Yeah.
Go with that Goodwill.
If I ever decide to go out, I don't know when the next time I'll ever go out. Like
When we go to the casino.
I don't think I have clothes for that either. My shoulders.
Shoulders too wide.
I just have to pull an Ethan, dude.
Sleeveless?
Don't need new clothes if you have no shoulders.
If you have no sleeves.
If you have no sleeves,
See, man, don't you see? I got the Ethan cut going on right now, bro.
shout out to Ethan.
He don't know this is a thing.
Oh, he does it?
I've never told him about it.
By the way,
I doubt he's gonna see it.
Mekial knows.
Mekial knows.
He told me.
About what?
He told me. He saw you. He was like, hey,
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember this. He actually saw him.
Remember during the James episode, we shit talked about him in his house. You're like, he ain't gonna watch this. He doesn't watch this stuff. He does. He does.
Yeah,
He actually walked up.
there we go.
He saw Oscar one day. He was like,
I was
hey,
coming up the stairs at work, and it was like 4:30 or like 4:20, something like that. And I was going up the stairs, and he was coming like around the corner. He yelled at me, and I'm like, who was the stranger yelling at me? I was like, oh, it's Mekial. And he's like, you son of a bitch. I watched the video. I'm like, oh, damn, you actually watched this?
Hey, good shit. I'm glad. Now he can actually hear us shit talking.
Yeah, but the house has been in progress, work in progress.
Have you been there recently?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I was there Tuesday. No, Monday.
I'm terrified. Y'all can't see why, but I'm terrified. Keep going.
Claw. Yeah, it's fine.
Anyway, cats are so cute, dude.
Okawaii neko.
Just rolls over the chords. It's distracted by gato.
Yeah, so I decided that every other Tuesday, I'll go to a card game 1 week, and then the week after, I'll go hang out with Mekial. Because I don't really get to hang out with him as often anymore, and I feel like I've been neglecting him.
Neglecting him.
Yeah, so Monday.
When was the last time we hung out with Mekial? Was it when we played Smash?
Yeah.
When we did the podcast in Smash?
The movie? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the last time I was there.
I think so. Yeah, that was the last time I was there, I'm pretty sure.
Shit, we should hang out with Mekial again.
I should. You should join us.
We should get our asses whooped in Smash.
Next week Tuesday. Wait, what do you guys do on Tuesdays?
I typically work VET.
Oh, I do D&D with my other group.
We can figure out a day.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'd like to.
It's basically Wednesdays and Thursdays and sometimes Monday.
I've been playing a lot of board games. Like, that's something that we've been doing a lot of. So, yeah. But I've been trying to spread out my time more with other people.
Right on.
Yeah, especially now that I'm not doing 6 days a week anymore.
As you shouldn't.
Yeah. But,
the grind is not worth your mental health.
yeah, and also I've been enjoying playing Magic a lot lately. God, this cat, dude.
The paranoia of her just like going over some.
Adorable.
Oh no, Okawaii neko, very adorable, but it's just like my chords.
You know what we're gonna need? We're gonna need like a cat cam now.
Yeah, need the additional
You
footage.
think Lulu will stay still for that?
Just attach it to the cat. Okay.
She needs her own GoPro.
That's gonna get censored.
It's like she's not in frame.
Missing out on this adorableness. Anyway.
But yeah, I've been playing a lot of Magic lately. It's weird because I've been like, there'll be times where I'm like, oh, I stopped playing, and then I'll get back into it. The only reason why I got back into it is because I've been hanging out with Mekial again.
Mekial?
Yeah. So, but yeah, well, I also realized like the other reason why I stopped going over to Mekial's was because like the last time I was there was that Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
Do you have any comments?
Dang.
that was her comment ahead, but
Yeah.
all right.
And that Friendsgiving was
That Friendsgiving was some
and
shit.
like the last time before I was there,
Yeah.
that person was there with me. So it was like every time I was going there, it was just a bad memory.
I remember you mentioned this on the deck.
Yeah, good times. Good
Yeah,
times.
shout out to Mekial's deck.
that was me and Oscar's like heart to heart.
as I'm wearing these boots on the wrong feet.
That was the closest.
Cold as fuck.
That was the closest we've
shit.
ever gotten.
Steven's pouring his heart out as he's puking over the side of Mekial's fucking porch.
I was ready to die.
That crossfade was some shit.
It was rough.
Sometimes those conversations just one-on-one, like, they really get deep, you know. Some good conversations to have.
Yeah, it's funny. I can't even find my pen.
What, that pen?
The pen, yeah, I can't find it. But it's okay. 'Cause if I
You're
can't
better
find
off.
If I can't find it, I can't puff. Don't smoke.
You better
It's
off.
bad. But yeah. Digimon came out with a new set recently.
Okay.
Is it cool?
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yu-Gi-Oh also came out with this 25th anniversary.
Nice. R.I.P. Yu-Gi-Oh creator. I forget what your name is.
R.I.P.
Died last summer, I think.
R.I.P.
Oh yeah.
The Riptides, the ocean.
Yeah. Saving somebody.
R.I.P. Butter.
Feels bad. He made a game.
Global phenomenon.
Yeah. Anyone ever watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Zero? Or
I've seen clips of it on YouTube.
yeah, where it used to be about like playing all sorts of different games, and they were hardcore games. Like I think Yugi set a dude on fire, threw a dude off a building at one point.
I hope you don't mind your cat smelling my feet.
Yeah, I can see it. She
But-
be on some of that weird shit.
But the most popular one was obviously one where they played a card game.
Yeah.
And
The season 0 is mainly just a bunch of like games of chance, games of death.
that I would totally enjoy more of that too. Just another version, like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Because of course you would.
That would be so cool. You know I love dark
You
games.
should incorporate that to the D&D stuff.
Yeah, there are like death games you can make.
You roll a d20, you survive. Anything after that, you're dead.
I don't know. I think people love their characters too much and probably fucking send hate mail.
Roll a 1, you save your character, and you get 1 free revive.
I think more like we'll play rock, paper, scissors. If you lose, you fight another round of monsters.
Never be able to beat Austin.
22 times in a row. Just never forget.
Never forget. So how was y'all's weeks, besides the obvious?
It's all good. I want to know about your car.
My car? What do you want to know? Stop. All right, keep going.
How many times? How many animals have you encountered?
In this car?
Yeah.
I've only struck 1. I have almost struck in about 3 or 4 total, including the one I hit.
Deer?
Yes.
My man still had fur on this.
So I still had fur on because I'll explain here in a second.
How bad was it?
So the other week, I was driving home. It was Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. I had just gotten done working VET. Me and Chris did. And I was taking him home because I'm his ride because this man does not have a license. And I'm driving, and he lives out in the middle of nowhere, back roads, country. No different than I'm used to driving. I do it plenty frequently. I live out here, my cornfields. So no different. I'm just driving, cruising. And I drop him off. I'm on my way home. I got fucking yawn a lot. And I'm driving, and there's 2 deer. There's two does on the side of the road. I'm slowing down. I see them, and I stop. And one goes, and I'm sitting there for a couple minutes, and the other one doesn't go. Just sitting there on the side of the road. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep going now. I speed up to about 30, and then this doe's like, yo, I'm gonna make this jump. I can make it. I got this. I can clear it. And I fucking slammed on the brakes, and I'm still going. And kudos to the deer. It almost made it because
It almost made it.
It almost made it because I clipped its rear leg as it was across the road. That's why it only broke the housing on my headlight. It didn't break any of my bulbs. So all my lights all worked.
It wanted the insurance money.
Yes. So it almost made it, but it broke the housing on my fucking headlight, and I got to change it, which is what I was doing before these guys pulled up.
Gotcha. Well, good you're safe.
But yeah,
that shit sucks.
in the other car, in the previous car, I had hit another deer as well on my way home. That one was out here on 37, a bit before, a couple, maybe 5 miles north of here. I was coming home from MET, and there a buck was crossing the road. It was in the middle of the road, so I swerved right to avoid it, and in swerving right, I almost hit the guardrail because it was like an aluminum guardrail to avoid a ditch. So I had to come it back, and then I fucking hit the deer at the side of the car.
Oh.
But it did nothing to the car.
That's good.
You can hear the cat picking it up.
I want to hit those head on.
Yeah.
The body will just slam through your windshield.
Yeah, I know that. Deers are heavy.
So what are you
Especially
supposed
bucks.
to do? Are you supposed to just keep driving, or are you supposed to stop?
I remember my driving instructor, when I was doing driver's training, said drive through the deer.
Drive
To-
through.
He
Reduce
said
the amount
drive
of
through the
impact as
deer.
possible.
Yes, he said drive through the deer. Do not slow down. Drive through the deer.
So just stop after the deer's off of you.
TC, that's what he said. I don't know how factual that is of advice.
Yeah, don't take anything we say as
We are not experts.
we are not experts.
We do not claim to be experts in anything, despite us maybe sounding like we are. We are not experts in dog shit.
I'm an expert in card games.
No, he ain't.
I'm an expert in
I
art.
want to claim I'm an expert in D&D, but I'm not.
I'm an expert in art.
I don't know
I will rate your art. I'm an expert in no sleep. I'm an expert in ex-wives.
He got 2 of them in the same week.
I lost 2 of them in the same week. Anyways.
Phrasing.
Speaking of not being an expert, I made 2 mistakes this week on D&D. So in your guys' campaign, turns out barbarians have resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage from even magical means. So,
So Paris took less damage.
had nothing to do with Paris, but he had a man, the hook hands man, slam into his back, and I ruled he took full damage. That was inaccurate. You should have only taken half, so that's my bad. But it didn't really change much. Stop it, El Gato.
El gata. La gata.
Gato.
Not the fatty beef stick.
So that's my bad.
It'd be like that. It is. I got back at him.
Yeah, you fucking murdered that dude.
I'm like,
in
you. I'm
cold
like,
blood.
I am making sure you stay dead.
Cold blood.
It's like you prone on the ground, 2 stabs.
Yep. But then the other mistake was in your guys' one shot. I didn't know. I thought this was a combination, but turns out repelling blast does not trigger opportunity attacks.
It doesn't when you push it back to 10 feet.
No, it's only when that creature willingly moves outside. So it has to use its own movement to provoke the opportunity attack. So
if you forcibly move it, you don't get a reaction to it.
yes, indeed.
All right, it'd be like that. The more you know.
Yeah, you gotta
For future reference.
yeah, you learn as you go, and gotta own up to those mistakes.
Yep. But it is what it is.
It's how you become an expert.
So we've been on for an hour now. Do we have any final topics?
Have you guys watched any shows as of late?
I started a new isekai one called Handyman in Another World. I haven't gotten super far in it, but it's funny.
I've just been watching Community still.
Community.
Yeah, I love Community.
I've seen mostly just clips of Community. I've never actually sat down and watched it more than the first season.
You should watch their D&D episodes.
I've seen all of the D&D ones.
Even the the one that got taken off.
Oh, no, there's one that got taken off?
There's only 2 D&D episodes, but one of them they had to take off.
Damn, I'll have to look
for
that up.
For blackface.
Of course.
He's a shadow troll. That's no. You got to.
Damn.
You'll have to find it on like Vimeo or something.
Yeah, the Venmo.
Or
Christ. Yo, man, she made a big ass jump.
This is the cat episode.
I've been watching Insomniacs after school.
Insomniacs.
Yeah. It's a good show. It's got 3 episodes. It's an anime. Three episodes out.
That sounds so familiar. What?
You probably heard me talk about it.
Oh, my phone died.
You probably heard me talk about it because I read the manga for it last year, and I'm like, damn, that's really good.
oh, I should look into watching Hell's Paradise. I heard
Hell's Paradise is supposed to. I haven't watched it yet, but apparently it's really good.
I heard it's really good.
But yeah, I've been watching Insomniacs after school and The Dangers in My Heart. I talked about that one. That's the one I binged in 2 days.
Oh,
They're like
yeah,
the 70 chapters.
Yeah, that manga. I saw that one came out.
Yeah, yep. They're both on officially both on. I don't know how you say the site. If it's like HI or High Dive, whatever.
Okay.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I think
The one
it's-
that actually has is a run to pick up girls in a dungeon because that's all I can. That's where I can watch it now.
Oh yeah, and then
because it's
have you
off of
guys
Crunchyroll.
have you guys looked at Oshinoko?
Oh,
That's
I know of it.
That's the real popular one that's coming out this season.
I know of it, and I've watched a video about it when it was just a manga, and I know it just came out, like the first episode.
The first couple episodes are out already.
Second.
I haven't checked it out yet. I think I might wait for it to wrap up before I check it out. But I hear the first episode is some fucking like
Oh, it's fucked.
some shit.
It's wild.
Like I know it's kind of fucked. It's by the Kaguya-sama writer.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Shit, man.
But yeah, I hear it's really good. But it's
I
just like
know what happens in the first
yeah,
episode.
I think everybody knows by now what happens in the first episode.
It's wild. Just what was that writer on? Who knows?
But apparently it's really
But
really good.
They tell me it's great, and it has like insights into like the
Idol world and stuff.
But even more than that, it's also like about like I know that it's about being like YouTubers, being people that are in the public view and how like their struggles and whatnot. But it's also pretty dark.
Yeah. But yeah,
You're gonna
Oshinoko is the big one up this season.
Yeah, I have to watch that one for sure. I'm just I kind of want to wait for it all to be out. So
Yeah,
I won't
that's
be
what I think
all
I'm gonna do.
behind, but also I'll be behind, and everyone.
But you can watch it all in one go.
Yeah.
I think it's probably gonna be 13 episodes. I don't think it's gonna be 24.
Yeah, I don't know how long the manga is. So.
It's I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Yes, in my life.
But yeah, check all 3 of those out. You know, they're all on High Dive. I don't know how you say it. Officially, support the official release.
Yes.
Support the official release.
We'll stay. Do as you wish.
Speaking of
They
official
have enough
releases,
money.
I also just bought the Insomniac After School manga. I bought the first volume.
Okay.
Yeah, I ordered it.
Oh, shit.
Because I caught up to it last summer, all of it online. And I was meaning to buy the manga, but it wasn't out officially in English yet. I think it's like a Kodashi or whatever. But they have it out yet. They have it out now, so I order it. Should appear like next week.
Nice.
Like I even pre-ordered volume 2 and 3.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, you must-
because it's probably one of my favorite mangas I've read. It's good as fuck. Like
better than Black Clover.
it's a different genre, so
Alright.
it's hard to compare. It's like a
That's fair.
rom com,
That's
and then
fair.
we have like a battle shonen.
That's fair.
But bro, that shit had me stressing. And when I mean death flags everywhere in a rom com, and I'm like, I don't want to read this no more. But I'm gonna keep next chapter.
It's like
next chapter.
IQ.
Not even. It's just like, bro, y'all got me stressing.
I gotta find a day to catch up
that shit
on
is good.
all of my mangas.
That shit is good as fuck.
Like, I gotta catch up on Boruto. I gotta catch up on.
The one Boruto chapter better than all of One Piece.
Gotta
Christ, Boruto fans.
gotta catch up on
Sorry
Chainsaw
you were
Man.
abused for so long.
Well, before every fandom has their fans like that. Just like, bro, you're not on Twitter, but bro, the One Piece fans on Twitter are so out of pocket, bro. They're like, Gear 5th is already a better transformation than Super Saiyan ever was. It's just like, I know you just didn't say that. Of all things you could have picked to compare, I know you didn't just say that.
I mean, it was beautifully thematic, but I don't know. That one's pretty legendary. It's hard to compare.
Exactly. And it's just like, this is already more iconic. It's just like,
Just don't compare it.
they're setting themselves up to get clapped back at.
Yeah. That's some of the One Piece content I see is just like, bros, come on, calm down.
Just like, I think I talked about it with you guys like way back when. I think someone's like, oh, Red Hawk is way more iconic than the Kamehameha is. It's just like,
not in America.
not even in Japan, not anywhere.
And I mean, Red Hawk's
I know you just didn't say in America because that's not more iconic anywhere in the world.
Luffy, like,
Tell me it's more iconic anywhere in the world. Look me in the eye and tell me Red
Well,
Hawk is more
it's-
iconic than the Kamehameha anywhere in the world.
I'm not gonna support that fucking claim, you.
Well, then
But-
say that it's not because you said you said America,
I said,
implying that it is somewhere else.
well, One Piece is now more popular in Japan than Dragon Ball Z, so you could make the argument, but I still wouldn't support that claim. But the reason is because One Piece has a lot more variety. You know, Luffy just does a shit ton of different moves. You know, so you can't really say one is extremely iconic. Maybe like Jet Gatling, but you know, like the Kamehameha's. Just everyone knows that in America. Everyone has.
Bro, not even like
It's just,
damn, bro, she kind of loud.
She is.
it's just
doing?
it's just a Getsuga 10 show to me.
The gets good.
Like it's the same thing with Bleach. Like it's just
It's
hey,
the same-
swing your sword around, Getsuga 10 show.
Rasengan.
Rasengan.
Just
with
spam the
Kagemushin,
same.
That's it.
Same move.
There's no more move sets. I haven't seen my man do a solar flare in forever.
Yeah, that's why I like the variety of One Piece.
So-
Like,
But to end this off, sorry, but there was something me and Oscar had brought up, like when we were loitering. I want your opinion.
okay.
Top 5 biggest simps in anime.
oh, I forgot all about
Biggest
this. Cuz.
Simps
Biggest simps in anime.
Biggest Simps in anime. I forgot we
Top
talked about
5
this.
biggest simps.
What are we rating this on? Like quality simp or just
You're like, who is
My man is so-
who simps more?
Who's
just-
so simpy, and then the 5th simp.
It's like number one, the
I'll-
best simp.
No,
Just
biggest.
in terms of the term.
how hard they are.
I'll
for
tell you,
any
the lists that we went through.
We
had,
read a
like,
couple.
very accurate in terms of like the same 5 people.
okay.
And then there was one that we didn't know much about because it's from Tower.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rude. That's rude to call him a simp.
But they can under simp terminology, I guess it's not too wrong.
I guess if you want to call it's not a sexual relationship, but
It's just my man will drop everything.
He will do literally anything for her. It develops later on, but first season, man is is just laying down his life for yeah.
Just give me your top
All
five.
right,
You know,
but yeah, so-
you don't even have to put them in order. Just
But,
top 5 simps.
Top 5 simps in anime going now, preferably 60 seconds, so I can make this short.
Fuck. Okay. Master Roshi, 5, I guess.
There's 2 specific.
Well, I don't want to put Mineta on the list, but that one's what's coming on to mind. I'll put him in at 5 and then Master Roshi at 4 because Master Roshi's way better. I don't want to put Bam on the list, but I guess Bam would be.
Okay, there's
Bam.
2 more.
Bam is 3.
And if you do not put these 2 characters on there,
We're going to have to revoke your anime card.
Sanji will be number 1.
okay.
All right.
Who's number biggest simp in anime? Sakura for fucking no.
Not the one I was thinking about.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
I was thinking Zenitsu, but that works.
Zenitsu?
Zenitsu make the simp, bro.
Yeah, he is a big simp. I just don't like
It was mainly Sanji, Zenitsu, and Jiraiya were the 3.
Yeah.
Jiraiya?
I don't think Jiraiya is much of a simp.
Simpness is not bad.
I don't think Roshi's a simp either.
Roshi
He's just
does not.
perverted.
Roshi just a perv. He don't really seem
Yeah,
too
him and
simp.
Jiraiya both kind of just purrs.
Yeah, they just
but
more purrs than simps. And I just like it's not that I don't like them. It's just like as simp. Simp is such a strange word.
it is. But I don't know why we thought about.
But
this.
yeah, it's like because I don't know. I mentioned Finral about big simp energy or something.
Finral does have. I should
yeah.
have put Finral.
But no, so here's my list in no specific order. It'd be Finral, Zenitsu, Sanji, Sakura, and then my 5th one is honestly I can't really come up with one on the 5th spot. You know, I guess Krillin.
I guess you could add Karin in there too.
You could Karin.
Karin and Sakura are the same
I know.
character.
Krillin almost fucking ruined the world by not killing 18.
He
you
did,
know,
he did.
That's some big simp energy right there, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Krillin was down bad.
I thought that was a good thing to bring up for the simp good anime.
Biggest simp.
There's a lot to think about there. You know, there's a lot to
But
it.
Sanji obviously is number 1.
Sanji will always take the top
Sanji
spot.
will always be number 1. My
Biggest
man.
simp in anime.
Sanji has superpowers for simping.
The ultimate simp.
He literally can sense women from large distances.
Well, after being stuck on an island for 2 years, I mean, I don't believe him.
He can just telepathically find you. Yeah. He knows.
But yeah, biggest simp.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
hope y'all enjoyed that. This has been the Stowaways. I'm Steven.
I'm Lichard.
I'm Oscar.
Signing out.
Adios.
Peace.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Pew pew.
Lulu episode.